So sometimes I feel master planning is great and it should be there. I mean, this is clearly a master plan has to be there. Unfortunately, the master plan is made by politicians and corrupt town planners. Master plans need to be made by people with a conscience.
Yes.
And people with a love for the environment. And people who are basically biased to the environment, not biased to
the
human
petty
being.
gains.
The biggest enemy is the human being himself. Like yesterday I was at a site and they said, we have a monkey menace. Now, first thing I wanted to tell him कि भाई
it's a human menace.
menace कैसे है? मतलब एक तो हम हनुमान जी को पूजते हैं और फिर monkey को हम menace बोल रहे हैं. So I said, I mean, I couldn't say it in those many words, but I said to myself that
you are the menace.
I said, sir, allow me some time. I can be very refined when I have to. So I said, allow me some time to come back to you for a very appropriate solution. He says, you see, the monkey holds the wall like this and becomes dirty, this, that, and the other. I'm like, poor fellow. I mean, I said, okay, let's create a park for the monkeys and see what the monkeys need. Maybe they're coming here for food. Maybe they need for shelter. Maybe they need for water. Maybe they just want to have a ride and they need a place to swing. So I think part of the reason is that we are such a greedy species that we only think of ourselves while designing. We don't think about air, about water, about soil, about trees, about birds. So clearly we need a master plan which is not based only on human beings. Delhi, for instance, you'll be amazed to know, does not have a hydrological master plan. So we need master plans which are based on hydrology, based on soil, based on bird life, based on monkey life, based on the poor squirrel's life. And once we have a consciousness at the level of a town planner, at the level of a politician, then the master plans that will evolve will actually be sustainable. And that's
the worst case situation in the lakes which we are saying. Bangalore at one point of time had 1200 lakes.
Yeah.
Now most of them are on paper, and some of the lakes you will find condominiums there.
Yes.
And Bangalore,
Bhopal has done a much better job. I was in Bhopal a month ago. They have actually retained their lakes and they have built around one of the lakes something called One Vihar. And though it has a zoo, which I have an issue with, but otherwise we saw great bird life and reptile life. So we saw these redwater lapwings, they were nesting. And there was a snake trying to eat the eggs. And these two mother and father are trying to kind of shoo the snake away. So we first didn't see the eggs. We actually didn't even see the snake, but we saw them making, like sorties over their nest. And then suddenly we saw the snake. And then the snake went away. So they've created that ecosystem. Now we've been tasked to do Panchkula Nalas. And Panchkula draws its name from Panch Nala. Panchkula. Kula is a Nala. So we are now actually designing those Nalas for reptile life, for bird life, and also planning it in a manner that people are going to throw sewer into it. So we've created a parabolic sewer drain right at the center. And around it we've created a wetland. And then around it we've created a different kind of land which is called, there's an aquatic zone, a riparian zone and an upland zone. Upland zone is where humans can be. Riparian zone is where reptiles are going to be. So if somebody goes to poop there, in all probability he'll come back with a snake bite, so he won't go again. And which is very bad if you look at it from a human lens. But it's very important. You need the snake because it's the snake which will keep in check the population of that entire ecosystem which lives around it, the rodents, the flies, and unless that ecosystem is thriving, the Nala will not be porous, because if it's not porous, it will overflood. So it's very interesting when you actually design not for humans, And we debated this, the couple of good educated IS officers were there, and everybody agreed that, okay, let's design it for reptile life. We'll fence it. We'll put adequate boards there. And One Vihar is a great example. They've done it. So I think the cities of the future really need to be designed for a different type of sustainability, which is not based on low energy, low water,
and just humans.
And just humans.